Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Breakfast with Bob from CLASH Daytona. My name is Bob Babbitt. We are brought to you by the NASCAR Foundation, Daytona International Speedway, USA Triathlon, Aquasphere, and Varlo. Our next guest, Pamela Ann Bachelder St-Pierre.
Hi, Bob. Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm really good.
I think you lead the league in names.
Yeah.
You've got a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty long. Yeah.
That's good. That is good. So take me back, getting into triathlon. Did you play other sports first?
Yeah, I used to be a rugby player, believe it or
Really?
not. Yeah. But when I got into university, I started running, and I didn't really know what I was doing, so I got injured a lot.
Stress fractures?
Yeah, and a lot of other injuries also. So I was always like cycling and started
Always
swimming.
rehabbing.
Yeah, exactly. Cross training. So I kind of started triathlon by accident.
Yes.
One of my friends says, "Oh, why don't you join us on a triathlon training camp and see if you like it?"
What is that? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was hooked.
You liked it right away.
Yeah, right away. Yeah.
Very cool. And you did originally? Did you started into the sport thinking, okay, Olympic format, draft legal, that type of thing?
Yeah, exactly. Because we had a club at my university where we have an ITU squad. So I was really like impressed by what they were doing, and I wanted to do that at first. Yeah.
Yes, but the hard part about that is if you're not there after the swim, it's a long day.
And I was always chasing, from the back. I was able to do like some continental cups, but over that it was too my
hard.
Swim wasn't good enough for that.
I mean, the great part about that is you become a hell of a cyclist because you have to be, right, to catch up.
Yeah, for sure.
And you went pro and moved to the longer distance in 2018?
Yeah, exactly. I had done only one age group race the year before to see if I liked it, and I got my pro card first
right
time
away.
out. Yeah. So I was like, okay, let's do this.
That's so cool. Yeah. and right away you got 8th at Santa Cruz and 8th at Augusta and 70.3s, and then Mont Tremblant, you get 7th there. So you're having success right away.
Yeah, it was a good first season. Made a lot of mistakes on the nutrition and stuff, but I learned a lot.
Yes, that's the only way. You can't learn that during training. It's the only way it happens is you got to be racing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you pay for it.
Yeah.
What was the worst mistake you made?
I think the worst mistake I made was in 2019 at the 70.3 World Championships.
Yeah.
I actually went off course with 3 other girls. So we turned a buoy and we weren't supposed to turn.
Oh, in the swim?
Yeah, exactly. It was so dark, and I was
it
just
was
following.
dark.
Yeah, and so the kayak told us to go back and keep going. So we lost quite a bit of time, and I was pretty disappointed with that. So,
my God. But you learned from that.
Yeah.
Follow different people.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't follow those people again. Yeah. But 2019, okay, so that 30th in the worlds was, okay. But 4th at Ironman now, so now you're stepping up to the long distance. So was that your first Ironman?
Yeah, exactly, and it was 3 weeks out from the 70.3 championships, and so I kind of had a niggle on the run. So I was like, I'll just do the swim and bike, and my whole team and sponsors were there, so I just wanted to be part of it.
Right.
And finally, I got off the bike and I was feeling great, no pain. So I was like, I'll just do one loop, and then I was catching up to other girls. So I was like, okay.
I'll go 2 laps. Yeah. And you end up finishing, you run a 3:08 and you finish 4th.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I think I was just.
You're like, this Ironman's easy. This is easy stuff. I'll do more of these.
Yeah, it was quite fun for a first race.
Yeah. And obviously you like Mont Tremblant because you were 14th at the 70.3 there as well. And these are all courses with some, good climbing in them. 70.3 California, St. George, the Mont Tremblant, and 70.3 World. So you like the hilly courses.
Yeah. I'm a smaller cyclist, so I prefer when it.
You want it goes up.
Yeah. So I didn't really choose this race for that. It's more for the experience, but but I like hilly courses.
Sometimes to test yourself, you want to do something that doesn't quite fit you, right? This is, you look at this and okay, this is I got to be aero and I got to be down in that position for the whole time.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
hard.
Yeah,
but that will make you better.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good. Like long distance, we're used to the TT position.
Always.
So.
Yeah. So you won't have a problem with that. You'll be, you'll be golden. Yeah. That was 2019, and in 21, fourth in the Canadian Pro Champs, and solid in 2021 with 11th at Augusta, 11th at Timmerman, and then you do. Is this your second Ironman Lake Placid?
No, I had done Ironman Florida in 2020
Oh,
during
okay.
the pandemic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't finish because
Oh, that's why I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. But you get 10th there.
Yep.
Right, and that's great. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was a really hard course. So
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of climbing.
Yeah.
Both the bike and the run.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was much harder than Tremblant, and but the course is beautiful there.
Yes.
And I think that's what keeps me going back.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 34th at 70.3 Worlds. Did you get cold out there?
I was completely frozen. Like I in my head I was
You're
like,
Canadian.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell?
And I was training in pretty cold weather up to there, but I had a lot of clothing on and I just couldn't get warm, and
it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit different between the air temp and the the water temp and the air temp, so it's easy to get cold.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know how some people didn't wear anything
Yeah.
and were able to ride really strong. I was just not able to warm up. And
Yeah. Jackson Laundry was like, it wasn't cold. It was nothing. It was like, Jackson, he's Canadian. He says, oh yeah, well, Canadians, we can handle that.
I think I'm more of a future snowbird. I like the warmer temperatures. And
Yes.
Florida suits me. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think you're a smart person, is what you are. So coming into a race like this, okay, the bike course isn't hilly. I'm going to be in the aero position for a long time. How do you approach this race?
Well, since it was colder in Canada anyway, I trained on the trainer.
So you're used to it. You're
yeah,
ready.
so I was in the aero position as much as I could.
Yes.
And, just focused on.
Right. Is this the end of your season then, after tomorrow?
Yes.
Finally, huh?
Yeah, it's the first time I prolonged my season like that. I just felt like training again, so
why not? If you feel like it, what the hell?
Yeah, and it's a shorter format, so it's easier to train inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what are the goals for next year?
Well, for sure I'd like to make some more points in the PTO rankings.
Right.
And also I would love to qualify for Ironman World Championships. It's been my dream since I started long distance. So.
And it'll be in Kona. For
yeah,
you guys.
yeah.
We just announced that. Yeah. So you won't have guys to worry about there.
No.
That's great. It's just a women's race, and
Yeah,
you'll go out and try to go to Kona. Mount Tremblant seems to be a great course for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think there's a magic there.
Yes.
I have a lot of people supporting me and screaming
Is that
my
close
name.
to where you live?
It's a couple hours away.
Oh,
but
okay. It's it's a local race for you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can drive there.
Yeah,
That's always
exactly.
nice.
Yeah. So I get a lot of support and cheers. So I think that helps a lot when you're doing an Ironman. Like it's so hard that you need that extra cheer.
When you made the transition from the short course to the long course, you knew right away this was where you should be. When you went from ITU to.
Yeah, it's a different effort. I like the fact that I make up my own schedule.
Do your own race kits. Do whatever you want, whenever you
Exactly.
want. Yeah, that's sort of a nice thing. And I also think there's a different feel between the athletes, because you really can't affect the other person's race. It's you against you, and you against the course. So
Exactly.
you can be friends. You can
Yeah.
train together, and still go out and try to kick each other's butt on race day.
Yeah, there's a lot of camaraderie on the course, and before the races, it's
Yes.
what I like.
Exactly,
honestly.
way
Yeah.
better. And first time you've ridden the track here and coming to the CLASH events, you're feeling pretty good about just the way you get treated here.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like family, so it's always great to
Yes.
feel like you're taken care of, and
Yeah.
yeah,
And you get to race on Friday, which is pretty nice.
yeah,
That way you have the whole weekend to do whatever the heck you want.
yeah, exactly.
Get your race done. You go out to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, boom, you race, and by 1, 2 o'clock, you guys are good to go for 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah, and I like a late start. Like.
Do you
that-
like a little
that- yeah,
later
that's-
rather than...
Oh yeah, that's
Most
great.
ITU races start late, though, don't
Oh,
they?
okay. Yeah, they do actually.
Yeah. But
That's
yeah, a lot of races, age group races start like 7 in the morning. It's like, well, nobody wants that. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is way better. And this race has people who just came from Abu Dhabi at the World Championships. You have people who did Kona in October. You've got people who have done 70.3 Worlds, PTO folks. It's a nice mixture of athletes of women from really all different distances.
Yeah, and I think it just brings the level of the race up, and everybody has their strengths and
weaknesses. Yeah,
and it's like a mixture between both rules and for the distances also. So I think it's a really good meeting point.
Cool. Now, have you scheduled any Disney World or anything like that after the race?
No, I'm actually flying back to Montreal. I have a bit of partying to do out there.
Okay.
Yeah,
good for you.
So
well, hopefully you do some celebrating after you have a great race here tomorrow.
For sure, yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you for hosting me.
I love it. Again, Breakfast with Bob from CLASH Daytona. Hold on, everybody. We will be right back.